The Arizona Signal Watcher DXing video blog. Episode 4, 1980s VHF and UHF television DXing. In 2003 and 2004, I transferred my VHS collection to DVD. This included some recordings of television DX from 1986 and 1987 while I was in high school in southern Iowa. We had a log periodic VHF antenna and a Yagi cut for low-band UHF. We were far from major population centers, so there were a lot of channels available for DXing. The nearest channel 2 was more than 100 miles away, so that channel worked well for ionospheric propagation, and there were a lot of UHF stations to the east to pick up during tropospheric propagation events due to temperature inversions. Note that the black bars on the bottom of some of these clips are due to the digitization process having a hard time dealing with major static. Channel 2 is the lowest VHF television frequency and thus the most susceptible to sporadic E propagation.
As top professional women golfers, including champion graduates, 1st through August 3rd. It benefits the National Jewish Center for Technology. Kits are available now at King Soopers and Columbia Savings, or call 7.
This was one of the 2 Texas Channel 2s that I logged. Although the exact dates for most of these video clips are lost forever, note the timestamp on the local Houston radar.
Trying to go around. On Sunday, we're expecting partly cloudy skies, maybe up to about a 20% chance of rain. If you want an exact number there, let's make it 18%. Wind out of the south, a low of 69 and a high temperature of 91. And on Monday, partly. We can look at Channel 2 radar for just a second. We do have a little scattered activity just around the center portions of the city. There we are, and up on the north side, moving us to the north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's where we're Liberty. But those things are going to happen, you understand. Oh, yeah. So your outdoor activities, you're going to be plenty safe. Maybe you should be near one of those sheds, but generally it's going to be nice.
Or at least 18% safe.
That's right, that's right. Just go to one of those 92% places.
Sure does. Have a good weekend.
To make that 82.
The Astros have a chance to turn things around at the Dome tonight.
They're kicking off a 6-game homestand that starts tonight with the St. Louis Cardinals. Craig Roberts joins us live from Milwaukee. Craig?
Thank you very much, Terry. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the sports segment of the news at 5 o'clock. We'll talk to Alan Ashby. We hope you can join us. We'll be right back.
Check out Marcia kicking it old school during the weathercast on this one. Also looks like some co-channel interference, but from what I don't know.
Wind will get around to the southwest tomorrow, probably 10 miles an hour at the most. The barometer will fall slowly, and the humidity, of course, with the rain will increase.
Thank you, Marcia. And Kentucky Wesleyan in a blowout tonight.
Boy, was it ever, David. Very impressive. Well, look at the Panthers as they beat Campbellsville. Did they ever? Take a look.
TV, Channel 14.
This isn't really DX, and in fact this station was often watchable. I remember occasionally catching the syndicated version of John Byner's sketch comedy show Bizarre on this station. This was, of course, back in the halcyon days when television stations would actually go off the air during the wee hours.
Receivers in places where no admission cover or mechanical operating charges are made. WVTV operates on an assigned frequency of 494 to 500 megahertz. We now close our programming day with the national anthem.
Peoria stations often did very well as they weren't terribly far away. Note that in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, the major networks were often carried on UHF.
When you see news happen, call 698-1950 and you could earn $19 for the best news tip of the week. Day or night, it pays to call the 19 Eyewitness News Hotline.
We're 19. We've got it all.
I never did very well with Kansas City stations, but I'm not sure that I had the UHF antenna pointed southwest very often.
Which means KCPT won't start its pledge drive until December 3rd. And if you subscribe now, we won't have a pledge drive at all. Make a success of KCPT's 3rd annual Pledge-Free December by mailing your tax-deductible check now to KCPT, 125 East 31st, Kansas City, Missouri 64108, or dial 737-9899 and charge
Springfield was at a similar distance as Peoria, so I often did pretty well there too.
Norris says that time will be early next winter when the city begins work on its budget. Les Van, WICS 20 News.
And still to come, the competition is fierce as Illinois communities battle it out to be picked as the site for a new state prison.
Here's yet another Illinois station at a very similar distance and a very lovely test pattern. This is one of my two best catches during the historic week-long Thanksgiving 1986 tropo outbreak across the central and eastern U.S. Peoria again, and this station seemed to get out the best. Of course, the major UHF stations ran several megawatts of power, so that helped a lot.
The tops and topics and the greatest guests are on the Oprah Winfrey Show. At 4, relive the trials and tribulations of boarding school life as the girls grow up all over again on The Facts of Life. Then at 4:30, Daddy's little girls are all grown up on Too Close for Comfort, weekday afternoons on WEEK.
Come on home, America. Come home to WEEK.
Not a very good signal here, but hey, check out that Phil Collins music video. This is the other great catch from the Thanksgiving 1986 outbreak, and another sign-off catch.
This is WTTE TV, Channel 28 in Columbus, Ohio. Channel 28 comes to the end of another broadcast day. Owned and operated by Commercial Radio Institute Incorporated, Channel 28 operates from studios at 6130 Sunbury Road in Columbus and transmits from 6680 State Route 3 in Delaware County. WTTE TV operates on an STL frequency of 7037.5 megacycles, all by the authority of the Federal Communications Commission. The staff and management of WTTE TV wish you a very pleasant good night and good morning. Thank you for watching TV 28.
I presume that this station ran much less power than the other Peoria stations I logged, even though it was the CBS affiliate.
The People's Court. It's for real.
Weekdays at 5 on 31.
Here's two snippets of poor signal from the PBS affiliate out of Columbus, Ohio.
To TV 34 and enjoy the best in drama, nature, the performing arts, news and public affairs, and so much more. There's something for everyone during Explore 34, December 6th through the 14th, only on WOSU TV 34. We've got TV worth watching.
From the campus of The Ohio State University, this is WOSU TV 34 in Columbus and WPBO TV 40.
Note the incredibly goofy around the horn style of giving the teases for the upcoming newscast in this one.
Not the football team. Vince?
California Angels release slugger Reggie Jackson. Susan?
Sunshine for tomorrow morning and then some incoming clouds by afternoon. Lori?
Stay with us. The details are next on the News Journal.
Another good catch out of the Thanksgiving 1986 event, but you'll have to look sharp to catch the actual station logo at the end.
At the several convenient Cook's locations throughout the Toledo area.
Here's another quickie clip, again from Thanksgiving 1986. This was an independent station, and the network stations in Indianapolis were on VHF, I believe.
This fall, TV40 is reaching out weekdays with daily restoration.
The Wiz signing off for the day. This may have actually been from October 1986 when I first logged the station. This is a very brief clip of another good signal out of Ohio from Thanksgiving 1986, so watch closely.
It's the
TV.
And finally, the second highest numbered regular station I logged. although there were local translators in the 70s for Des Moines stations.
Channel 62, Kansas City.